Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another video. So, we have Thanksgiving coming up, a holiday that I feel like is getting kicked to the curb by a lot of people here in America, which is a shame. And so, we're going to talk about that now. Before we get on deeper into it, I actually kind of want to do like a holiday series, talk about the holidays with like Christian theme, do something like that, do like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and stuff like St. Patrick's Day, Easter, all those good holidays, Independence Day even. And so, kind of missed out on Halloween though. It's been a month since that happened, but hey. Thanksgiving, hey, it's right here. It's the holidays. And so let's get right into what we're going to talk about. What I want to talk about. Thanksgiving really has been getting kicked to the curb in recent years. I mean, I remember back in the day, back when I was growing up, we would celebrate Thanksgiving. Our family still does. Chester family still celebrates Thanksgiving proudly every year. Nowadays, it's all about watching the Dallas Cowboys and the rivalry games in college football. Well, and the Detroit Lions. Can't leave Detroit hanging. Now it's just a football week. And I feel like that's a shame because we as Americans should have reasons to celebrate Thanksgiving. And to understand this, we need to look back at what started Thanksgiving. Of course, we all know the story. The Pilgrims from England, they hated the rules they had to be under in England. And so, I mean, the government in England was really controlling the church. Church and state should be kept separate. And the Pilgrims, they did not like the rules that the authorities were saying. So, like, we'll just move on to the new world, to America. We'll start our own thing. And they did. Yes, they endured a very, very, very harsh first year. And had many people dying, but in the end, they persevered, and they had the first ever Thanksgiving as a reason to celebrate. And as believers, these people, I think, we've been pointing back to 3 verses in the Bible. Try to remember 3 verses in the Bible during this whole time. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, and everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. That's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16, 17, and 18. And this was a situation for the Pilgrims. They knew they could have it better in the New World here in the States. Because going back to England would mean being under control and not being able to worship God freely. And despite the hardships they went through, they persevered, and they were joyful about it because they put their faith in God. Not in what man can do, but what God could do. God protected them, and He gave them a home and place to worship God And just the Pilgrims, just a wonderful story of God's goodness. The Pilgrims, they knew better days were coming. And it also lesson about patience. Things weren't just going to get better like that. Pilgrims knew they'd have to tough it out. But in the end, it worked out. And hey, look where we are now, people. Here in this beautiful country, United States of America, I do believe the Pilgrims set the tone for the founding fathers and them trying to gain independence from England. I really do. They would have been inspired by the stories and be like, hey, we came here to worship God years ago, and now England saying, no, you can't worship God the way you want to and live out your freedoms because, hey, you're under our rule. You are not in your own country. Now, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but hey, our founding fathers has a story for another time. And so what can we learn from this? Well, just remember these 3 verses all the time. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks. Don't let bad times drag you down, because they can easily. Don't let Satan be able to get there. Because once you guys guard down, Satan will get in there. He will find a way to get you falling in sin. Don't be too down in the dumps, people. Pray without ceasing. A prayer, powerful thing. Just talking to God, man. He knows what you need. And He's listening. And I don't think we as Christians pray enough. Stay in prayer, people. Find time to come to God in prayer. Find time to talk to God. And in everything, give thanks. Hey, the Pilgrims, they had reason to celebrate when they got through the first year of hardship in the New World. I think we should be the same. We may not know how things are going to turn out in the end. And who knows, they probably will turn out better. Just gotta stay the course and be thanking God. No, there are people out there like always waking up grouchy every day, like, oh, gotta go work. Another day. What's the point being happy? Well, how about the fact you're alive and breathing? How about that? Ain't that a reason to be happy, man? Get to do stuff. Get to live for Jesus. And folks, I mean, it's hard to be doing all this stuff when things are going south, and sometimes we don't even do it when things are going well. But as Christians, we are commanded to do these things. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks. And I hope you guys take away from this and apply these to your daily lives. And that's all I got for today. I'm out here. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.